Hey, what up guys, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Today I'm gonna talk about the new PvE activity that I hope will be changed as we go. And the reasoning for this is because the Seraph tower that we got now is not that very great. Not even close to being a good one. The worst part about this is that it is public. As it says, public event, meaning that you don't load into this area. Why is this bad? Because you can go to one of these areas and having no one around. It has happened, yes, not on the moon. I haven't been on the moon. I've done it on EDC twice when I went there, or 3 times or so. No one has been there, meaning I can't do this. And you can only load in with a team of 3 to a planet for whatever reason. So doing this is kind of pointless. Not pointless, but it's hard to do because it's random whether people is going to be here or not. And if there's no one, you have to load back to orbit, load back in here, and hope that you get into a better server with more people. And even if you do complete one, some people might leave, meaning you have to go back to orbit and come back again and hope to get into another server with more people on it. I honestly don't know why the fuck they did it like this. I hope it's a small distraction until the real one comes. It might just be here until Trials of Osiris comes. Maybe then we get the actual PvE event. If this is the whole PvE event throughout the whole season, yeah, no, people ain't gonna be happy. You can't ignore PvE, which is like, what, 95% of the game? Like, seriously. They probably wanted to do it this season strictly all about PvP because of Curse of Osiris or Trials of Osiris. But they didn't. I guess one day before the launch, they realized that they had to have something for PvE, so they just quickly made something. And it is not very good. Even when you play it, it is a downgraded version of Forges. It is a total joke, and I don't get it. I don't get it at all. The rewards you get from it is completely useless. You might get small amounts of materials for the bunker, and also this one is you only need to play this if you have the weekly bounty to open 4 chests. Once you've done that, you have no real reason to go back for this. You just do some daily bounties and additional ones, and you're set basically. Like, you get 6 Warmine bits or whatever it is from doing one whole round of this, so you can just do 1 bounty and get 10. Like, what? Okay, so you're telling me that I can go and get 20 solar kills and get more out of it than I would by doing a whole activity of this? Like, what? I mean, it might be more approved to do it later on, once you have a lot more, I guess, upgrades from your vault, or not vault, the bunker. So you might be able to get weapons from it. But before then, I mean, I highly recommend doing bounties over this, unless you have the weekly ones, which says you have to complete this 4 times. Once you've done that, just do daily and additional bounties. Don't even touch this one, it's not worth it. And it will also save you a lot of struggle of having to leave this planet and rejoin, or not rejoin, but load back in and hope to get into a good server. So yeah, but I do have a clip of me being there, and there is not anyone there. Like, I loaded in and it was completely empty. I was the only one there, and then one joined, but since we were just 2, we couldn't do shit. So yeah, so see you there, I guess. See, now for example, I just arrived here, wanted to do the Seraph tower, and there's no one here. I saw someone there, and I guess he started, the fuck? Like, how are you supposed to do this when it's open publicly like this? You don't load into it. You don't you don't load into it. You can't come in here with more than 3 to plan it. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? This must have been like a last second type of like thought. Like, they cannot have spent that much time on it. It literally is impossible. I honestly don't see how they can spend more than fucking 10 minutes on this. Look at this. You can't do anything. I can't do anything, so I had to go back to orbit, load back here, and hope that I get into another server with more people. Because as of now, I can't do shit. Like, seriously, they really just ignored the PvE side of this game. They thought that everyone would want to do fucking Trials of Cyrus and no one would give a fuck about PvE, and they were so wrong, so fucking wrong. And then like the last day or so, they were like, oh shit, we have to do a PvE activity, and they created this. I hope that this is just the starting activity, and the rest of the activities, like for the season, is gonna change up. Because this is just pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Like, seriously, who thought that, hey, if we do a fucking Forge fucking knockoff, people will love it? No, this is fucking garbage. So now I have to go. Now every time if you want to do it, you have to go back to orbit, load back in, hope that there's people. If they're not, go back to orbit, load back in here, hope that there's more people again, and if they're not, you have to do it over and over and over and over again. And it's especially bad because you have to do it for these weekly bounties to open these caches, but you can't always do it because there's no one here. Look, if I open a roster, I saw someone. There's one other person around us somewhere. I don't know where he is. I saw a name there before, but okay, there he is. He's loaded in. So before he came, there's apparently one who left. And yeah, that was just me. Great fucking job, guys. Jesus Christ. How about you think for once? Like, is it that hard to fucking use your brain? Oh my god. Look up fucking Google like tips, or look up on YouTube like tips on how to make good activities. You need help. Like, it's clear you don't have enough experience in game creating whatsoever, enough to make fucking good activities. It's so obvious. Not just activities, but games in general, because yeah, this game is not the best. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to add that. So thanks you again for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye. And the thing is, the reason to why everyone uses snipers for bosses is because bosses, it's just what I don't understand and what I don't like is that mostly I would usually go around and say like, hey, they cannot focus more on